Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk in depth about Russia's so-called state-of-the-art spy ship getting wrecked by Ukraine, what that means, how it likely happened, and why it matters. Russia has invested heavily in reconnaissance, intelligence, surveillance and signals ships vessels designed to collect electronic and signal intelligence, monitor communications, radar emissions, or even track drone and satellite traffic. These ships are often outfitted with specialized gear, advanced radar, signal interception hardware, electronic warfare systems, possibly drones or remote underwater submersibles, scan sonars, and robust communications suites to send data back to command. The idea is that these are floating spy platforms operating somewhat at sea's fringes, lurking just outside Ukraine's direct control, gathering everything from radio comms to maritime traffic, missile launches, ship movements, etc. Ukraine, meanwhile, has been improving its ability to detect and strike such assets, whether via drones, ships, missiles, or covert operations. They have repeatedly demonstrated that even highly capable Russian naval or spy vessels are vulnerable when they venture into contested zones or when surveillance reveals their positions. The particular ship in question was reportedly performing electronic reconnaissance when it was targeted. Its electronics, warfare gear, sensors, and likely its communications array were destroyed or heavily damaged. Some reports suggest that the propulsion or hull suffered damage severe enough that repair costs will be huge, maybe beyond what is reasonable for Russia to fix rapidly. The strike, if confirmed, shows several things. First, Ukraine's intelligence and surveillance are good enough to locate a high-value ship. Second, Ukraine has the strike capability, whether by drone, missile, or other means, to hit that ship even if it is some distance offshore. Third, Russia's so-called secure or advanced electronic surveillance platforms are not invulnerable, especially in a contested maritime space. The destruction or crippling of a spy ship is more than just a tactical loss. It degrades situational awareness, weakens electronic warfare capability, and creates gaps in what might otherwise have been near-continuous monitoring. From Russia's side, there are big implications. Losing a spy ship or having one disabled means less ability to intercept Ukrainian communications, fewer eyes monitoring naval, air, and missile movements, weaker early warning, and possibly more risk to other Russian vessels, because without that coverage, blind spots open up. It also forces changes, moving other ships further offshore, investing more in protecting those platforms, using more secure or redundant communications, or stepping up countermeasures. And those changes cost money, time, and strategic flexibility. For Ukraine, this is a morale booster, but even more, it's a strategic signal. It says you cannot rely simply on having a state-of-the-art label. If your operations enter into range, or if you expose weaknesses in your electronic or physical defense, you are vulnerable. This has potential ripple effects. Foreign partners, defense analysts, and intelligence agencies will see this as proof that asymmetric tactics, drones, missiles, intelligence gathering, covert detection can punch above their weight. Globally, for neutral observers and other nations, this episode raises questions about naval intelligence, assets in contested zones more broadly. It reminds everyone that in modern warfare, naval vessels, especially those intended for intelligence and surveillance, can be high-value targets and must be defended aggressively. Also, that electronic warfare is not a one-way street. While these ships are meant to spy, they can themselves become visible and vulnerable. One objection would be, maybe the damage is exaggerated, maybe Russia will repair it, maybe damage was limited to electronics that can be replaced. But even then, replacement takes time, resources, and often foreign-made parts. Harsh sea conditions, risks of repeated surveillance, and the operational gap while repairs are underway all degrade effectiveness. Also, if multiple such ships are lost or disabled, the cumulative effect becomes harder to reverse. In conclusion, the wrecking of Russia's state-of-the-art spy ship by Ukraine is more than just another strike. It represents a shift in how Ukraine is able to contest not just the front line, but the intelligence infrastructure that supports Russia's strategic posture. It forces a rethinking of naval surveillance, electronic warfare, and how assets are protected. For Ukraine and its allies, it's evidence that hybrid tactics can shift balance. For Russia, it's a setback in awareness and control. For anyone watching, it's a reminder that in modern conflict, no advanced system is immune if one's opponent can detect, target, and strike it. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this development, and I'll see you in the next video.